Now Java lessons. Previous class we discussed about the different statements in control structure like while loop, do while loop, if and comma operator. Now today's class we discuss about the break and continue. Break and continue. Break is nothing but we can go to the out of loop. Break statement nothing but continue nothing but stop the execution. We can use in the program. Break is nothing but quits the loop like this one without executing the next instruction. The stop instructions continue the stop the execution. Here for this one we take the example public class break and continue. Next public static void main string arguments. For loop we can take for loop for int I equal to 0 and less than 100 I plus plus. Then go to the loop if I equal to I double equal to assignment like 74 break. We can use break statement here. Break statement go to the out of loop. Assignment is like I assignment operator double equal to not assignment equality statement double equal to 74. If I equal to 74 break the loop. And next statement I mod 9 not equal to 0 go to continue nothing but go to the next iteration. Start the execution of this statement, go to next statement, next iteration. Condition is I mod 9 not equal to 0. Next system.out println I value, print the I value. Here I equal to 7, go to the quit the loop. If I mod 9 is not equal to 0, like 18 mod 9 equal to 0, then go to the next one. It will not print. If 9 divisible is not there, it will print this one. Next one I equal to 0. No, it's like not equal to 0 nothing but if the here divisibles of 9 will be printed here like 9 and 18 and 27, all the things are printed here. Not divisible or not printed, will go to the next iteration. For this one we can use continue. If we can use 10 mod 9 is equal to 1 is not equal to 0, so go to the continue, go to next iteration like this one. If the 9 is there, 9 mod 9 equal to 0, so it will go to the next statement. Just it will print the 9 value and then 18 print the 18 value like this. 9 multiples will be printed in the program. For this one we can use break and continue. Next we use infinite loop. For the infinite loop we can use break and continue. While true open braces I plus plus j equal to I into 27 and j equal to 1269 can we use break. If j equal to the value 1269, so break the loop, out of loop, and then I mod 10 is not equal to 0, go to continue. Like here 10 multiples, if 20 is there, 20 mod 10 equal to 0, which will print the values from 20. 11 is there, 11 mod 10 is equal to 1, so it will go to continue, top of the loop. Here top of the loop, stop the execution and go to the first loop, I plus plus. Here the multiples of 10 will be printed. We can use for loop and while loop for these statements. So next switch statement, switch one. For switch statement we can use the case operator, like this one. Switch called as a selection statement. We can select the value, select the cases like first statement, second statement, all things. So switch the format is switch integer selection and then open braces case integer value 1 and then statement like case 1 we can write the statements and then break. Next case integer value to case 2, then write the statement and then break. You can use break statement here. Only we can execute only one case. The case is 2 like this one and then break the loop like the switch case. Next case 4 statement and then break the loop, break the statements. Then default one go to statement. If the all cases are not equal, then go to default statements like if statements. You can take the example of this one. Integer selection is the expression that produces integer values. Yeah, here we take one example of switch statements. Public class vowels and consonants. Example of vowel and consonants. Here public static void string arguments. You can take for loop from I equal to 100, 0 to 100, like I equal to 0, I less than 100, I plus plus, and then character we can assign the characters, cast the character from the variables from 0 to 26 alphabets A to Z. Character C, char, method random constructor, random method, method random star 26 plus A, assign the first value A. System.out.println character variable C and then plus semicolon. You can use print in the semicolon. Here we use switch statement. Here we use vowels and consonants like this one. If the EAO is there, you can declare as a vowel. Remaining are consonants like this one. But these four things we can use this switch statement. Here we use switch C. This one we can use case A, case E, case I, case A semicolon, case E semicolon, case I, case O, case U. Then system.out.println vowel for all these things. Not semicolon, colon. For all the 5 values, only one statement. And then break. We take break for all these things, only one break. Then only one statement for all cases. And then next one, case Y, case W. Sometimes as a vowel. Okay. And then break. And default value is consonants. Remaining letters are all consonants. Okay. Next statement. Next we can use what are classes, what are objects. What is class, what is object in Java? Now class is nothing but it's a blueprint for the object. So each object is made up from the class only. Class have own values and own instance variables like these things. Class will be encapsulate data and methods. So syntax of the class is class name, open brace, variable declaration is there and method declaration is there, close brace. And here the superclass we can use. Superclass will extend from the superclass. So what is superclass? So here we use interface method, not interface. Superclass, if we use extend, all the declared variables methods will be used in the subclass. Superclass is the we can extend the variables from the superclass to this uh, class name. Okay, same variables will be used in the subclass. Superclass subclass tradition comes with the extends. Class name extends superclass. Here variable declaration, method declaration. So next, adding variables. We can take example for the class and superclass. How we use variables in the superclass and subclass. All these things. Data is encapsulated in the class by parsing data fields. Okay. So first declaration, class box. For the declaration of class, we can use first letter, capital letter. Class box, b is the capital here, and then open braces, int length and int width. Variable integer declaration is like int and length, int space length. Length variable we can declare as an integer, and width. Close braces. So this class consists of the two variables, what length and width. So adding methods here. The syntax is type, method name, parameter list. The statements here, the statements are there. So take the example of methods. Class, the class name is book, capital B, and then open braces. We take the string variable, string declaration, string bname dot bname string bname comma author. We take two strings, book name and author, and then we take the methods void get book, string bname, string author. Here we use a pointer. This pointer, this refers to the current object. We cannot use like object name dot, or we use this instead of declaring the object. Nothing but it refers to the current object only. Get book, book name, author, open braces, this dot book name equal to book name. The book name will be assigned to the current object. This dot author equal to author. We can get the variables from using get book, and then put book. We can print the variables by the put book. Void put book system.out.println book name b name plus inverted commas. We can use inverted commas plus author. Here we print the inverted commas, nothing but we can declare the space in between the book name and author. Here we print the two values, book name and author. Previous get method we can retrieve the values, and then put method we can print the values. And then class syntax, class example 1, and then public static void main string arguments. Here we can create the variable, create the object, book b1 equal to new book. Here we create the object. Previous program we can call with this pointer. Here we call with the object. We can create the object. We call with the object. So b1 will be object will be created. Now we call with this object, b1 dot get book. Here we take two variables, Java and James. Here next one, put book. Previous one we can declare the variables by using methods. In the get method we can declare the variables, and put method we can print the variables. Now we take the values. This pointer we can use. We can assign the object in the class. So we can call the variables by using object b1 dot get book. We can retrieve the values Java and James here only, not in the output. And then print the values b1 dot put book. Here we can call the put method, and this one we can print these two statements Java and James in the output by using put method. And next object book2 equal to new book, we can assign the memory location for the object, and b2 dot get book equal to advanced goals link. These two variables, these two strings we can assign to the this get book. And then put book, we can call the method put book. The print, we print the statements advanced and goals link in the output. So next one is new operator. What is new operator? Here previously we can use new operator, no? Yeah, new is nothing but create the instance of the class or object variables. So with this one we can invoke the functions and member variables, all these things, member functions. So example of this one is book, create the variable b1, and then b1 equal to new book, create the memory location for the object, and then b1 dot get book, you can call the method Java and James. Okay. And next we can use, next class we can discuss about the constructors and method overloading, all the things, constructors and method. What is constructor, what is method overloading, what are default constructors, what is this pointer, this keyword, and inheritance, all these things are there. Okay, I'm closing class. So subscribe to my channel PV Kumar for these all lessons like Java lessons in JDBC, XML, and my guitar lessons also there.